Along with chairing the Celtic Academy, I've recently become chairman of a small football education charity that does work around the world called the Hurricane Foundation. Some of their guys were lined up to do a half marathon run in London last Sunday. I knew I wasn't fit enough to do a half marathon just at the moment, so I thought I wanted to find another way of making a contribution, so I decided to do a half marathon swim to help their fundraising. But at the same time, I thought it would be a good opportunity to raise a bit of money for the Celtic family, both for the foundation, the academy and the main football club.
So you did 13.1 miles in a swimming pool. How much preparation went into that, or was it just a spur of the moment kind of thing?
I did do a little bit of training. I think the most I swam was about 1.5 miles. So I was pretty confident. I knew I could do 2 miles. So it's just a case of doing like 6.5 lots of 2 miles. What I wasn't sure of was how my body was going to react to doing that every day. But actually, over the course of the week, it was probably more a mental challenge, swimming 839 lengths and counting them and not getting too bored, than actually the physical challenge. So I was pretty glad to get it done at the end of it.
Excellent stuff. So what's the reaction been like to your swim? Have you generated a fair few funds as it stands?
Yeah, so I've done quite well for the Hurricane Foundation, but for Celtic, I think I'm up to about 400 quid so far from quite a wide variety of people. Some of the directors have chipped in, but fans and some I know, some I don't know, which is really nice when you get some support from someone you don't know, sort of thing. So I think I'd like to get a little bit more if we could, so people can still donate to the Stalybridge Celtic Academy bank account, and then I'll make sure that gets split equally 3 ways for the foundation, for the academy and for the main club. I mean, Mike Smith does brilliant work for the foundation with the community, so I wanted to kind of just give Mike a little bit of a helping hand. Simon's hit the ground running with the academy and is really charging that up, very positive about where we're going to be, not just for next September's intake, but also where that's going beyond there. And having the first team manager and someone with his pedigree of background is tremendous, so helps him a bit, and the main club can always use a little bit of extra funds. So it was good fun to do, and people have got behind me.
So unfortunately the club's not had a home game now for 5 weeks, just due to a quirk in the fixture list really. Yeah. And North Ferriby United's liquidation that was meant to take place last weekend. How has that hit the club financially? Has it been hard over the past few weeks?
Yeah, it has. I mean, we'll have gone 5 weeks between home games. Last Saturday, it was obviously very sad to see another club's demise, but I think from 2 points of view. One is missing the Ferriby game, it would have been the home gate, and all the other proceeds that go with that would have been useful. And secondly, for Simon and the lads, obviously after a great win at Scarborough, would have been very confident about picking up 3 points that game, and that would have taken us, kept that momentum going into Farsley, top of the league this Saturday. So it was a blow. But I think that's where you see other people around the club, you know, everyone's kind of getting stuck in. So there was the Meet the Manager session, which raised a few quid on Saturday. This Friday evening also at Bowerfold Events next door, our Back the Bridge fans group, they're running a race night, which I know all the sponsorships sold out, so that's great. Steve Tate's done a great job there. So we're looking for a few more people to come through the door on Friday. I think it's a 7:30 start. So different people around the club. There's nothing special about what I've done. Loads of people are doing a lot around the club just to kind of help keep things ticking over.
Brilliant stuff. And I know that Oldham Ruffians are making a return to Bowerfold on Sunday. Is that done in mind with bringing extra funds into the club?
Well, I think we always had a good relationship with the Oldham, and Chris Hamilton and their fans enjoyed being here. It's a big game for them, which they can't cope with. So I think they came pretty much straight away to us to see if we'd do it. It's towards the end of the season. It is a good bonus for us. but we're sort of glad to have them back for that kind of a game. So yeah, that's another boost to the coffers, which is much needed. And again, I don't think Celtic's unique. I think all clubs need to be looking at ways to generate other revenues or taking opportunities as they come along. So we're really happy to have Rougheads here on Sunday. Presents a bit of an extra challenge in terms of volunteers because it's Mother's Day, sort of thing. But we'll make it work well, and I'm sure they'll have a good day.